Okay, anyway. We're gonna begin, I guess. I'm quickly going to go over this comp, okay? Because we need to understand when to make our engages. Quickly, let's go over each cooldown or key cooldown for each of these characters. So what would that be on Monkey?
Bubble.
Bubble. Great. What about Kiriko?
Suzu.
Cool. What about Reaper?
Fade.
Cool. What about Expert?
Power slide.
Yes and no. Why is it
Oh,
yes and no?
Her E.
Disruptor?
Yeah.
So her E is a 15-second cooldown, and her slide is like a 6-second cooldown. So it's very, very, very hard to punish this. Very difficult. It's possible, but it's one of those things where, like, let's say we're changes. Let's say we're like here, right? She's up here and she slides into her team. This is punishable. Why? If we're blue team. If we're blue team, why is her sliding into her team like this punishable?
Because she doesn't have slide up?
Doesn't have slide up, but it's in an area where our kill box should be. Correct? Right? She's sliding into the kill box like a freaking dingus. But let's say she's over here, right? And she's getting pressured. And she jumps this way back to her team. Well, maybe not back to her team, but like further away. Can't necessarily punish that slide. So to be careful. So yeah, it would be E for Sojourn. Now, what about Cordal? It's pretty cool.
Amp.
Yes. So recognizing those cooldowns, very, very important. So generally, who is the target focus against a Kiriko dive mirror?
Sojourn or Reaper?
Which one? There's only one.
Sojourn.
No. Why
I
is
feel like
it
it'd be
not
the
Sojourn?
Reaper.
Why is it Reaper?
Because he can't move after he fades. He doesn't.
Yeah.
He just
And he
deleted.
should be playing corners, right? So if we can focus him out, he fades in team. Boom, we jump it.
Jump
right?
in team with
Very,
Bubble,
very,
Suzu,
very important.
And he gets deleted.
Yep. So that's why we need a Reaper and Winston to play next to each other almost exclusively. Almost. It's like maybe 80% of the time. Maybe 95.
Yeah.
So yeah, forcing out those cooldowns on Reaper very important. Now, what word did I use to describe? Okay. If we can't force that out, okay, who then would be our target after? Who?
Sojourn.
Okay, not specifically, right? This isn't a specific answer, but who would be a target prio after the fact that we can't like force a specific one from Reaper?
Sojourn?
Again, it's not specifically, it's more of a broad answer.
Oh.
Little hard to think about it, right? So if we can't force fade, okay, what's the next best thing?
Force Bubble.
Sure, I mean, hopefully Bubble is
Or
going to be
Suzu.
forced.
Or Suzu.
Okay, so then what would be a target?
Probably.
So the answer is essentially anyone who's going to use a cooldown. So, like for example, it's kind of the same example as the Sojourn. Let's say Sojourn's over here, okay, or not Sojourn. Kiriko's over here, right, getting this angle, okay, and then she teleports back to her team, right? That's a really good key cooldown that we could use to punish, right, and push in.
Yep.
Okay. So that's like the next best thing, or like an amp. They used amp early for no reason. Okay, great. We need to capitalize on that. So you have to gotta go quick. You gotta recognize these cooldowns being used. Okay, let's begin. So obviously in the beginning here, a little unlucky that Apostle was, I don't know, okay, but a little unlucky. And again, I don't like how he's not with his monkey. He needs to be over here. right on top of his butt. So while we're setting up, okay, so there's obviously the first fight with basically the first fight is at most the only fight where it's going to be perfectly neutral, right? So how do we set up in these neutral fights? How are you going to set up in these neutral fights?
You stack and it's like 6-man. You just take angles and you stuff the chokes so they just can't. Oh, we're on attack. Oops. You just like we're just going high ground so we can look to bait out cooldowns, and then when they don't have cooldowns, you just go in. It's
Okay.
just like double shield 6-man combined. Whoever has more cooldowns wins.
Yeah, so it's a lot like 6-man. It's a lot like Brawl. There isn't really too much poking, but there is a poke phase. But it's like a 6-man Brawl type thing. It's a combination of both. Now, I don't really like this rotation up here. Why?
I don't know. I
You
think
get
the
poked
rotation
out
is
way too easy.
fantastic. We got poked
Not-
out too easily because half our team was slow
Well,
on the
yeah, they're
rotation.
AK. So like obviously it's the situation is just unlucky, right? But this position is where Expert wants to be. Okay. Now, the question is, does she use a cooldown to get up here? Does she use her shift to get up here?
Yes, because she was too slow for the speed boost to walk up there. And then Bomber's also going to use his cooldown to get up there.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot that she does die because she was too slow on the rotation.
Well, that's over here. But now, what's the bad thing about her Expert using her shift ability to get up here?
If she uses her cooldowns, that means they have cooldown advantage on us and they win the fight.
Well, it can also catch her out by just diving on her.
Yeah, this is way too close, right? So why is our rotation bad up here?
Because then it makes the kill box up there where the Sojourn wants
Yep.
to play.
Yep. We want to play split.
Okay, wait a second. Okay, if they don't use their cooldowns to get up there, and we just speed boost like me and Apostle do, then we're up on high ground. Then they have to, if they jump on us, that means we have cooldown advantage, and we should be able to kill them.
Yeah, but
But
If
the
they-
problem
I
is,
don't even think you guys need to rotate that way, really, for it. Because we could just go statue and you guys just TP and jump up there and stage.
so what's the problem though? If our Reaper and our Winston are up here and our kill box specifically is here, what's the problem with this?
Their Sojourn has free range.
No, it's
In the
no.
terms of
The problem is we have to use cooldowns to get there.
yes,
Right,
but
you're missing the point of the rotation. I wanted to go all the way left side around, and we just take the high ground, and then we walk at them. That was the call. They just didn't listen to it. The rotation is bad. You're saying the rotation is bad because we use cooldowns to get there, and we have to use cooldowns to get to them. But the rotation would have been fine if we just listened to the plan and didn't use cooldowns and just walked up there because they let us do it for free. But then two people decided to either die and choke or use their cooldowns to get up there, and we lose because they just died on us
right.
and they have cooldown advantage.
So this is why the core rotation is bad. Okay, we don't want to make this rotation with our at all, and I'll tell you why. Again, we want our moose to be up here. It's already cleared out. No one's standing up here. We don't need to clear it out for them. Okay, so our core rotation here needs to be down here, right? Then Bomber can get a flank this way, and X Bear can just walk or shift up here at this point in time, right? Because we're clearing this area away, forcing their team to back up, making this space free for our Sojourn to then shift here and have angles here and here if she wants to choose so, like here or here. Okay, our core should not be rotating this way. It should be here or here, with a flank of Kiriko here, and then X-Bear up here. Okay, again, what the Reaper and Monkey need to do is force out the opposite Monkey and Reaper. Does that make sense? That is their first priority, to just walk up, right? If you want to bubble, or even like if let's say Sojourn stays here or he wraiths, right? So our focus should be okay, forcing this Reaper out, force him to use Wraith, right? And then once that happens, okay, fuck the monkey, we're going in. Short jump, bubble this area, right? Our Sojourn can then use the bubble to not get hit by the Sojourn or the Kiriko. our bomber can get this flank, use the bubble around here to not get forced out by the Reaper if that's what happens. Yeah, and then obviously you can TP and then be Suzu early on this flank. So that's what should happen. But the reason why this doesn't work out is because the exact reasons is these two can get easily poked out and shot at from this angle, not from up here. That's why we want them up there. So our positioning needs to be reversed. So Bomber is the only one in the right spot, but she's kind of just being shot down. Okay, but I want to know where she uses her E. And so here, obviously, Apostle went to Africa and is not with Val, but they're making this rotation. We can just dip onto the point and play here at this point in time, obviously. We don't need to meet them here. We just back up. Right? I mean, look at our damage is all the way over here. Right? Like this rotation, just no point. Right? We have more cover this way. Okay. I need to look at how we use our cooldown, but this might not be a very good place to show it. Okay, so she gets out. So this is perfect. I want to see what she does with her next. Get rid of this. So we. Okay, where is this E going? Okay, Expert, what is this E for?
That one?
Yeah.
I got blocked by the bubble.
Okay, but what was it going to be for?
Well, that's where they're fighting.
Okay.
So I figured maybe they'd run into it and it'd help
Yeah.
Val.
So what are different uses for E?
To throw at people.
Okay. Think a little more in depth of why we can use this.
It does damage. I'm
Obviously.
confused. The way I just throw it at people whenever they're in a group, and it gives people a charge.
So yes, we want to try to stray away from just that. Okay. So here, right? This ability can be used for zoning, for peeling, or for damage. Right. So 2 ways. Right. Zoning, for example, right? Let's say they're fighting here, right? And it's for some reason we have a Reaper. We should have our Lucio up here, right? Fighting this. We can throw it here to zone Sojourn out. I think they had Lucio and Lucio, right? So we just plop it here, and it makes it very difficult for them to try to rush through this because they shouldn't. Right? So try to not always think about it like, okay, I need to use it to do damage. You got other ways to use it, like stuffing chokes, right? Or, for example, let's say they're here, right? And we're pushing through this choke, but they push past a little bit, like around here, to try to stabilize. You can use your E here to stop them from trying to regen or stabilize to as much as they can. Right, so just try to limit that. So just think about it a little more. And obviously target priority. We're kind of all over the place. So we have angles. Whatever. I can't even tell what's happening because this fucking is shit. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so now we have recontest. How are we going to set up here? What's the setup here?
Reaper on point.
Mm.
No,
On
we
the corner.
need Reaper up so that we can damage the monkey.
Where
when he
does
does
Reaper
super
want to be
shots.
playing?
Right there by that post.
Yeah, corners. We need Reaper on corners
Yeah.
with our monkey, right? So we have these two here. Where's Expert should be?
We just need to stuff chokes so they don't recap or
Sure. So
stun
she can
us
be
from
over
coming in.
here, right? She can be here. Where does Bomber want to be?
On the right side.
Well, yeah, I think you can
In
try to get
there.
this flank, but it's a little dangerous. But because we're still trying
Yeah.
top. So Cordell, I think Cordell and Bomber can definitely be on the cart, and I think Bomber just a little more aggressive angle this way
Yeah.
for now, right? So yeah, so we have at least two on.
I
All right,
could
so
put
Val
my-
backing up. Look how much space that we're
my
gonna get
brain on.
if they decide to just walk in. All right, this is very, very, very bad. She's like, Gordo's the one, not even on their point. Why are we so far positioned? What the heck is going on? So we're not stacked, which is good. But what happens here? So counter bubble. Sure. See, I would have liked to see this. So Val, did you have to come and peel here?
No, but
What could he have done?
just stuff their supports.
Yeah. Bubble over here, stuff it, let your team do this. Yep. Oh my lord. Yeah, I don't know what Apostle's doing with his. He needs to be up there with you. So right? Because if he's up here with you, right, you stuff him. He has the decision to peel or go in, right? Not just peel. He needs to have a little more options here, right? And then same with Expert. What could you use to help stuff this choke?
The AoE thing.
Yeah, the E, right? You just throw E to zone them out, and then we just pressure this. Right. So thinking about those different things and the ways you can use your abilities. Okay, so we have a big issue here. Okay. Okay. How far do you think we should go for these kills at this point? Probably not this far.
Probably not that far.
No. Right. Try to be reasonable with your stack. Okay, Val.
I mean, we did just get the point. I understand these two, but
So what position here should we probably look to start the next fight?
Probably the.
1,
I
2,
don't think
or
we
3?
should. I think the
two.
1 is too far. I think 2 is perfect in that little window. Me and Apostle
Yeah.
should just like camp it.
Okay.
And I could be where Apostle is taking that flank angle and then just TP back to
One.
cart.
2, 3. Reasonably, the card's gonna be here, obviously, right
Mhm.
now. Where's the next, like, not staggering fights, the next team fight? Where's the next team fight gonna be? 1, 2, or 3? Reasonably.
Probably at 1.
Yes, at 1. So where should we be positioning ourselves after we gotten the stagger?
2.
Why? Why 2? No.
Yeah.
It's not 2, or that's not where these fights are happening. It's happening at 1. Right? So our core, our monkey, and our 2 is too far. Right? West is too far. Where
'Cause you're a
heart's gonna be?
coward.
No.
I don't know.
Why is it too far?
Because we're gonna take a 4v5 and not be an LOS of our team.
Yes. Right? So 2 is not it. We hold this choke here and wait for Cordell to come. Like, so we want Cordell to try to be able to assist where he can, right? So if the fight's going to happen at 1, we know the fight's going to be happening here. If we're at 2, fighting at 2, it's a 4v5. Do we want to take that?
No.
Obviously not, right? So why play here so that if we have the option to have Cordal just zip by and help with this, or get beat, right? If we need to, if we need him to follow up, right? So you need to be in LS supports, right? So we want Monkey here with our Reaper on the choke. Maybe it's stretching it, but maybe have Expert up here, but very, very dangerous. I am not sure if she can.
And make it to that
sh-
window?
Yeah,
Oh,
here.
from the window?
I'm not sure if you can. Can you?
I think
maybe
you
try it.
can. I can try it sometime.
If not, then yeah, I just want you. Right, because this fight's gonna be happening here. So you're up here. Bomber, where could you go?
Where Apostles?
Yeah.
What's better? Yeah, it's okay, right? This is decent, right? Definitely good spot. But what
During this
is
specific
better?
fight?
So the fight's gonna be happening here,
Yeah.
right? So we already have Reaper Monkey here, and we have Expert back there. Where can you stand?
I could stand on.
So this is okay, but what's better?
Left high ground.
Left high
By the
ground.
window. By the window. Like over there.
Up there? I know.
You know what I'm
Here?
talking about? Yeah, I can stand like over here and just like shoot down the lane. And then
Not
TP right back.
necessarily. What's even better?
By the mega.
By the way, right? You can sit here, right? And if they push, right, you can stand here just a tad longer. See what more cooldowns you can waste, right? Going after 2.
The Reaper.
Well, Reaper or
Kiriko.
Kiriko. Probably the best options for you to go after, right? Because I mean, Amp, not like game changing, but early Suzu. Don't do that. Like, yeah, I get it. They're easier shots, but we're not looking for easier shots. We're really impacting cooldowns here, right? So really trying to fade early, trying to get that Suzu early, so that way if they just turn the corner, we're just already in, right? And then obviously you TP in, you Suzu early to keep armor on your Winston, and we just push, right? Okay. Who left? Smoking. I thought he was videoing it. I'm looking. So obviously, yeah. Continuing this fight, pretty bad. And then Apostles just in. Like, what is going on? Right? All the space that we could have had here is lost. We have Bubble on cart. Bomber's out of position. I don't think he can TP this far. So if he gets caught, that is another stagger. All right. So understanding not getting our shit stomped on getting staggers. Bad. Yeah. So now, instead of the fight being here, now we're going to be stuffed at this choke. Unlucky.
Unluckers.
We actually lost space. Cool. So the idea of forcing out cooldowns. What is it actually? Oh, Jesus. It's called passive
Flashbang me,
advantage.
dear lord.
You're welcome. Do you have
My
your lights turned
eyeballs.
off? It's weird. It's called passive advantage, right? So how do we get passive? How do we get these passive advantages? It's one word.
Baiting them into using cooldowns.
Yep.
That's what passive advantage
Wow.
is. How do we get it?
We bait?
It's one word. No, it's not bait.
Feed?
Feed. Of course you would say feed instead of angles.
Angles. Very
Freak.
important. All right, angles with Sojourn or Kiriko. So how can we get that instead of stuffing this fucking choke?
Me on right side.
So here's
Or
the
not.
thing.
Mickey
The
has
funny
bomber
part
next
is
to
to
him on
me.
left.
The
Me
funny
flank.
part is what's the funny part though?
Apostle jumping
Not on team.
down
Not on
to
our
the
team.
window.
Not on our team.
Oh, the fact that they're so spread out. Look
Oh,
at their
yeah,
back
that's
line.
okay.
Look at their
Their
Reaper.
supports are just in the back.
But they're
They're
giving us
overextending.
They're underextending.
Oh,
Why are they giving us this free space?
they're just scared of my raw main tank potential.
They're
I
in
don't
like
think
a
that's it.
line.
Well, okay, yes, but obviously this guy's overextended. We should
Yeah.
absolutely fucking this guy up in the ass, right? However, if I see Val jump into these motherfuckers,
You
I'm
know what
gonna
you're
sue
gonna
him.
see in 2 seconds, bro? I hate to tell you. I hate the bearer bed.
Oh,
Oh man.
there's no point.
And
There's no point.
Captain
He
Cook
just knows
hits
how to
Q.
feed. That's it.
There's no point. There's absolutely no point, right? This comp plays like 6-man and brawl. Just walk it, right? And if we walked it, this guy is cleared out instantly. Or it fades back, right? And then we can jump in on this and bubble here. I swear to God. At least we get a right bubble here. Okay.
It's because of the
Brother. Right? I mean, at this point, you can jump in, get a bubble here, right? Force these 3 out or these 2 out, and then finish. But like,
Man, I love watching this.
why? This hurts my brain. Okay. Can we kill the Reaper though?
President Smash.
They used Suzu. They used Fade. Chat.
I am critical
Okay.
HP. I am
Okay.
begging for heals here.
Oh yeah, it's not your fault. However, now we've pushed them. Cordo's going back to cart. What do we do?
Oh, we heal our monkey and then we walk. We definitely walk now.
Love the objective. Also, hi team.
Hello, Crow.
Hello.
Oh hey, makes it.
Bro, I'm on my laptop in my hotel right now.
See, I'm proud of you. Determination. Anyway,
Dude, I
Um,
did not get any
so-
healing for so long.
yes. However, that's fine
I'm a fault.
because you're gonna get here eventually, right? So bomber, you're kind of feeding and not doing that, healing because the issue now is what with our passive advantage. What don't we have right now?
A main tank.
Health?
How did we get
Angles.
that?
Angles. The answer is angles. Locking in my
Thank
answer is
you.
angles.
Thank you. We can't get angles. We're stuck. We're absolutely stuck here. We want rotations to these angles, right? So we want expert here, absolutely shit dicking them, right? So if our main tank was healed, to be honest with you, actually the next fight might be at this corner, not up here. Cause look at where Cordell is.
At that corner.
I love the
this one.
point.
No, this
Right.
is the second one.
Yeah. So I don't think our fight is here. Our fight is here. So we back up. We can get our angles basically where our fight first probably should have started. I think the difference is Monkey, you can stand here. Reaper stands here. I don't like expert being here. Why don't I being here? Well, actually, Sochi's dead. She might be okay standing up here. I think Kiriko, you can probably look for this flank here or down here, right? Because you have this. Okay, because I don't think this is really good because the car's going to be pushing this way. So having Val just be able to drop here with our Reaper and then you on the flank here, and then Sojourn this way, right? So we have everybody looking at the skill box. Correct? They just walk in and then we just walk into it. We don't need to use cooldowns that much unless, we bubble here, we throw in an E, we get Suzu in that, and we're looking chilling. We're chilling.
Right, we're kind of playing it right now like it's like a ride comp with like a meh. We're just like sitting and waiting for them to
essentially.
walk and collapsing, but we don't have that comp.
Well, like I said, it plays a little bit like ball. That's kind of the idea. You Suzu early so that the armor doesn't get shredded away from that. Because you don't want to use it while you're like low health. Okay, I need to dissect this fight because there's a lot of cooldowns going, and we haven't even talked about freaking ult management yet. Okay, so I hate all these buttons. So it looks like we back up. Just a tad. Problem is, what happened? What did I just see Apostle use? He uses
No
cooldown.
fade.
Yeah, he's no fade. So this is very, 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 very bad. And they dive. They use Suzu. And they use ult. And then we counter ult. And they beat. Okay. Yeah, this is literally just randomness.
It is.
So again, when understanding to recognize what cooldowns they have used, whether it's ults or cooldowns, right? We need to do the same on our side, right? What cooldowns have we used? As soon as Apostle faded, we needed to leave. We needed to absolutely speed everybody out, right? Because this already got their bubble, their jump, their Suzu, or fucking, I think they use Suzu, their Kiriko ult, and their Reaper ult. Everyone probably could have lived and just sped out this way and gone to car, right? And once they absolutely looked silly using their ults here, we could have pushed back with our own ults, right? Farming for Suzu, or I keep calling her ult Suzu. I don't know why. What's her ult called?
Kitsune.
Kitsune Rush.
It's Kitsune
That's just-
Rush.
I cannot say that. That's just not possible. But yeah, we could
Call it
have
Rush.
pushed in. Yeah, I'll just call it Rush. We could use her Rush to come back and finish this up. Okay. It's really about trying. So the goal is, let's say, Cordal, you need to understand if they have more ults than we do. So that way you can call out, do we need to absorb this fight or push in, right? This comp is very important in the fact that we need to be on the same page, whether we're all in or all out. There
May I
cannot be
ask
some
something real quick?
people. Yeah, what's up?
I was going to just say, like, that during this fight specifically, I don't know the state of the fight because I'm on point until the fight begins. Like, the only reason this fight is even happening at all is because they engage onto us and come into my LOS because I'm still on point at this point, and then I get off point. So I have no idea where they are, what even really what they have, or where they're set up, or even when they engage. I don't know that we use. I don't know that we use fade here. Nobody calls it, so I just assume we're usually either good or something. But like,
Okay.
it's hard for me to tell the state of the fight when I'm not in the fight until it's like midway through happening.
Okay.
So
So
it's hard for me to call it in that sense.
right. So you're right. But your ult tracking pretty much on point for the moment. Okay. So at this point, right? Obviously, you're on cart. You're chilling. We would have gone through our ult cycle, not our ult cycles, but our ult calling. So you would have probably called this, this, and this, right?
Yeah.
On our team, we know they have beat. We know they have rush. That we know that we're probably going to be on a losing end, right? Unless Apostle gets an absolute 6-man, but it's not going to happen. So we're losing. We're losing on our ult cycles, right? So at this point, we probably call out. We need to not really disengage, but call out a beat or a bait to try to bait them into this kill box, right? So they think this is our kill box, right, or their kill box, but essentially we want to bait them to use those cooldowns, and then we just speed out, right? You come here, well, you need to be careful here, right? So you should probably be on this side of the cart, right? So if they do come in, you can just get off cart and then speed your team out to try to absorb this dive. Right. So the call isn't to go in, but to come out and bait it. Right. So we're not all in, we're all out on this fight. But it doesn't mean you can't take this aggressive angle. But you just need to know the fight is just to leave. The plan is to leave. Maybe we can use Suzu bubble to really try to bait it, but then we use our fade, our jump, our shift to get out. Okay.
Learn to play like a pussy.
Yeah, literally, the play is to play like a pussy, baiting their ults here, right? And then we come back with our own. After, because at that point, I think we get our own rush, and then just literally push our own rush, and they just get fucked. So that's the plan here, right? Let's see here. Again, it's either all in or all out. The plan here is all out. All right, so just a little bit of randomness. We did get a lot of their ults. Can we turn it? So we used Val's ult. Surprisingly, we do turn it. I'm a little surprised. Wow, they're just
Mechanical
bad.
cap. So they
Yeah,
fucked up their blossom
honestly.
really badly.
Yeah, I mean they're just bad. Yeah, Val. However,
They
this is a
probably had most
4v5.
cooldowns.
Yeah, this is a 4v5, so this is very dangerous to try to push this. Somebody
I mean, it's only
grab
bomber.
Can someone grab bomber? Can someone grab bomber? Oh no,
Only one
taking
on point.
3 or 3v5. Oh, see, like, what is Apostle doing? Can anyone answer that question? Why
Bro,
is he
he's
over
hitting,
here?
he's hitting the off angle, bro.
He's off angling more than I do.
He shouldn't be off.
Like yeah, I would say we should like our role should be reversed. If anything, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, Kiriko should be right on this side, doing Kiriko things.
That
Well-
is the ranked brain taking over.
Yeah, while Val
Why would you
and
be ranked?
our Reaper player is here, and then Sojourn up here or up here, right? And using either E to peel or to separate their team if Monkey and Reaper jump in. So using it that way. Yeah. So I don't know what's happening. Obviously, Bomber's not in the fight, so right. So the plan should be all out, debate cooldowns and then come back with their own. Okay, What's
This
wrong with
angle's really
rush?
bad for Rush.
Yeah, you probably could have walked up here and then used it here, and then obviously Val, what are you doing wrong here?
My bad, I'm back.
He jumped in. Goodbye, Val went in.
Yeah, I'm wasting cooldowns. I should be on high ground, honestly. I like if I just jump high ground, wait 2
You also
seconds.
could just
and then
walk
drop,
forward.
It would have been better.
In theory,
Bob,
if we
well,
have
first off,
Rush there, you can just walk forward. You don't need to jump into their team. You said it's like an
so-
escape more than anything.
So Bomber, bad rush, right? We walk a little
Mhm.
further, we rush this way, right? Because we want to take this space eventually. Now the problem is, right? What do we need to focus here first? Who are the targets here?
For me?
No, just in general. It's a penis.
Penis.
This.
I love dig. I love balls.
Cordell said that, by the way. Yeah.
No, you know.
So,
We know
so,
here.
yeah, so what do we just need to do? We just need to simply
Shoot them.
Walk.
Just walk forward. Not use cooldowns to
forward.
engage, but
walk
just move
forward, right? Walk forward. Fade, like, just zap them. Do stuff, right? Reaper needs to be on Winston or the Reaper, right? So you two need to force these two out. Once those two are faded, right, or use those cooldowns, then you can do a short jump into the team, bubble here, decide, okay, do we need to finish off Reaper, or can I zone these two out? Let's just go from there. Okay. And obviously followed up with another E from this thing, or Sojourn, all that stuff. Early Suzu walking in here. So yeah, you're by yourself over there, buddy. Can your team use this bubble?
I don't give a fuck about my team. I'm aping on the Lucio. He's
forward. That's my Winston player.
I mean, here's the thing. The fact, well, not only that, I mean, the bubble is, it could have been here, and you could just easily just stayed here and then kill the Reaper that's fading, or the Lucio that's clearly here, right? So you're overextending, I know, but the problem, luckily, they're all turning after you for some reason.
My prowess on the main tank roll, honestly.
However, it's not, again,
We
no.
should all be dead.
It's still wrong. The better thing is to literally, so you're doing one thing, right? Here already forces out supports. And we could have easily looked at these two that are using cooldowns, right? So these wrong opportunities that we're trying to take is just so, like, we're trying to force, instead of mistakes already being made by themselves, right? There's no need to try to force this, right? Just play the game, right? And look for the people that using their abilities at the wrong time, which we do a lot. And then just clearly single out targets that are just clearly just being stupid.
When I throw Suzu
Thinking is not thinking.
Right? Yeah, exactly. All right, and then our Suzu obviously just back. We have no angles. Even though the fight's won, it's still just terribly executed.
Val kills somebody and is not looked at,
Right,
which
so-
is just
so
a fucking disaster.
Here, quickly. What's wrong with this? What's wrong with this E?
Oh.
No purpose.
Okay,
You have to
It do not-
again.
it's doing nothing, right?
Poke damage, bro. What do you mean?
So at what point would we want to use this?
mid fight
Mid fight to do what?
to just to no, I guess not displace, but just do like burst as well as slow people, so they're either forced to use cooldowns or just do extra
Well,
damage. Like Winston plus an E hurts, I guess.
Well, yeah. So we have two options, right? We can peel it for our team, right? Throw it when the engage happens, or we have an option to when the fight's about to start, right? We see Monkey Reaper trying to push in. We put it here where it's already at to zone off their supports so they can't walk, and then we just bubble the tank and the Reaper, and then we just fuck them up and we push forward. Fair? Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
So you just throw E at supports and we walk on the
Well, it
tank?
depends. It depends. I think in this
Use
case,
both.
yes. In this case, I would try to zone them off,
Mhm.
right? Once
The
their monkey
location
ready-
is good. It's just a matter of where it's not the time.
When,
like
yeah,
if,
yeah.
when.
if their
When.
supports are there and that angle is what they're holding, that's a very good E. Because if they try to push, they take damage for free.
Right, because this
Okay.
fight's already the second fight's gonna happen.
Because now they're going to
15
do that to
seconds.
us probably.
It's yeah, I mean they should. It's a
Yeah,
15
I
second
just
cooldown.
use it too quickly. I use
Yeah.
it off cooldown.
Yeah, don't use it off cooldown. Definitely use it a little more strategically.
Just like me,
I mean,
for real.
here's the thing: everybody on this team uses their cooldowns pretty much
No.
on cooldown, except for
No.
Cordal. I'm saying everybody.
I've been locked on
I have
for a
only
while.
one. I only play like one hero. And
Yeah,
You
I know.
right click
on
off
know.
cooldown.
Yeah, man, you use
Amp on cooldown.
You
Giga Chad.
use your boop often. But yeah,
mean,
so this bubble
yeah.
is okay. Why? This bubble good.
because we are going to walk at them, and okay, if they don't walk backwards, they're not going to get healed. If they walk backwards, then they can't shoot me. And then I can face
True.
tank this while they're in my bubble because I have both healers on me.
Now where can Apostle be?
Holding
In
my
In your
left
mouth, in
hand.
your jaw.
Yeah.
In
He
your
can be up
It's
my
you on
ass
the
and
list.
shooting through.
Where
through
can
my
our
mouth.
sojourn be?
down main
High ground.
or high
High ground, shooting here, and then, bruh, imagine if you had your E and you threw
Yeah.
it there.
Wow.
Wow.
Space out the healers.
Oh way!
Force them to walk into it.
Oh
Oh
my
my
God.
god.
Yeah, I do notice
Air would
sometimes I use
finally
it too
carry
quick.
on Sojourn.
Hey, I think I did pretty good this map, honestly.
Good.
Here's the thing: we won right on time, but I picked this because we just used our management. It's awful.
I'm just
Right?
on
So
point.
the counter bubble, but it doesn't matter. Right? And our Suzu, why is it still late? When could we have Suzu'd?
When we're taking lots of damage in the front, because like an engagement.
Right
Because
there.
I mean,
Right here. Maybe like a second before.
you
Like,
can't. It's
I-
using Suzu like
It's-
super defensively
No.
in this meta is not really like a thing you can do. Because if anybody is getting looked at that hard, your Suzu is not gonna help.
Yeah,
No.
it's
If somebody's in a place, yeah,
It's like
it's not
top
worth
shift.
it unless it's the only time I think that's realistically worth it is if it's like a Lucia and they're going to get out immediately after that. It's like a skill shot, and otherwise it's I don't know. It's very weird.
Right.
It's like it's just pure invulnerability engagement. It's like
Mhm.
using your rate to engage kind of thing in theory,
Yeah.
but you don't want to do that. So instead of having your Reaper use his rate to engage, you're doing a Suzu to give him the no damage, walk in, take space, and then he's full health to take that engagement. I guess or Gerard.
Exactly.
I get the things. I use brain. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So obviously, in this positioning, we are very straight. I don't want to be straight. Let's get a little more angles here, please.
Never straight.
Bomber, obviously you can Suzu. Maybe look for these people in the back. Do funny things. Cool.
Half the time, I can't do that because Val jumps into someone.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah.
Winston Overwatch.
I love Val Winston Overwatch.
Okay, so we've obviously won this fight pretty extensively. What do we need to do?
God bless you.
What do we need to
clean up heroes and
do?
Take ankles.
What is it called?
Ankles.
So the call out is we need to look for passive advantages. That's what I want to hear Val say. Right?
Cringe.
So I want to hear him say, let's look for passive advantage. Everyone should know we want to take space and angles. That's how we create this. Okay?
The fuck
So
is
if he
anything you
says
just put on the screen?
Can you not read it? Are you pixelated?
that was no, I could read it. I understood what you drew, but none of that made like logical English sense. You drew like a 2 X's bottom left. You did like a half D in the middle. Wasn't super sure what's going on. I'm shitting on you for. Yeah.
Understandable.
Yay.
So if he says this, is anyone gonna get confused on what he's saying?
No.
I'm still on cards, so I don't really know.
When he says that, I go to funny spot and shoot people.
And where does Expert go?
High ground.
Funny
To
spot.
a different funny spot on high ground and shoot.
Yes.
Where does Val and our Reaper go? Why?
Next
I hate
fight
how our
over here.
DPS aren't here. So someone please tell them this. It's so.
What are you talking about?
I meant like the
Our
other two,
Reapers.
Okay,
other
I'm
other
like-
Reaper players.
Okay.
Which is the role that they're both struggling on the most, by the way, which is very funny.
Right. So
How the-
Val should be looking for an angle or a corner to play out with our Reaper. So again, we're overextending. Know when to get out. Know when to leave. We leave now. Where do we leave to? Where's the fight going to happen? The team fight. Where's the next team fight gonna happen? It's not gonna happen up here. We don't want to take it up.
Turn
Where's it gonna
around.
happen?
Right there.
Here, right? So our corner. I mean, dude, Val could be up here. Kiriko could be here, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Sojourn can be up here. I'm pretty sure
I
she can be
think I
here.
was in that left side during this fight. A little bit.
I mean, a Reaper can be up here too if he really wanted. I mean, sure, but I mean, whatever it is, whether it's here or up here, Val can just wait for them to chop a bubble in here, decide whether he needs to peel, or just zone off supports. With this Reaper, it's free. Like it's so free every single time, especially if we have this much space to work, right? And then when they walk to our kill box, we just absolutely int on them with our ults. But here, look at. Why did we bubble here? And now we don't have it. And now like they can just speed and absolutely just cuck us. Like I really hope they do. And that's the thing. That's why I want to scrim higher so that they can actually freaking punish
This was
us.
meant to be higher. These guys just sucked.
This was supposed to be a 4K team. But I don't know if they lied because it's
Well,
absolute
Well,
shit.
they definitely lied.
Thinking
got pummeled.
was not thinking.
Thinking
Okay,
was
Like,
genuinely
look,
like a
bro,
huge
what?
waste.
That is not a 4K. Look, the Kiriko follows them.
Oh yeah, so bomber,
They're diving,
Mhm.
I actually want to know that. So 90% of the time, do not do this. Do not do what Dr. Pizza did.
I don't think I did what Dr. Pizza did I?
It's
You've
following
done
up
before,
with
but
it's
not on
literally
this map.
it's literally following up with style. 90% of the time, you are not doing that. Okay,
Can I
If-
say a time when he's done this?
Yes.
I don't care when he's
Last
done it.
time we played Oasis, you did this, and when we
Oh.
would have to get onto high ground, you would use
Mm.
it to try to get the high ground, and then you would die.
So
Yeah.
most of the time, you're using it. Probably get this all, and then you're backing up, right? So you TP and you back up, right? But let's say we didn't take the angle, right? Let's say we didn't take our off angle like that to try to get our passive advantage or whatever. And we're back here. Yeah, and our Val jumps in over here. Do you need to follow this?
No.
No, just walk. Just walk.
Walk and then
Right.
play the left side and heal from that like little box there.
Huh?
Like
Yeah, well,
if
yeah,
Val
I mean,
in
yeah,
lane,
I mean,
go on the left side here.
be careful. I mean, to be honest, I would have just dropped up here or walked up here. Get your high ground, Suzu if you need to. Things like that. But yeah, don't if he's inting, don't inting with.
Yeah.
If as soon as you go in, right, Val, I don't think he's noticed that he TP'd up here. So yeah, for some fucked up reason, Jesus Christ, like what is this?
Like I look, did he broke my ankles, bro? Like why did he
So
drop?
again, so again,
Apostle's fighting
should
a
have been up
ghost
here
right now.
anyway. But yeah, if he's here and he jumps up high ground, we could see that.
Apostle's
But just
fighting
wait, just take
the
a
other
one more,
Reaper.
take one more second because he obviously missed. We could have easily just put a bubble down here and just murdered him, right?
Hey, dude,
luckily enough-
you can't expect me to think that this guy's gonna miss his jump and ape into our entire team with 0 LOS of any person on his team. That is some like
Well, that's why you wait,
ID checkers chess shit.
dude. That's literally why you wait, and you're just sitting on the corner.
Yeah, but
Here,
now he owns you, so
Now
I
you
don't
do.
know.
But anyway, yeah. So typically, if that happens and we see a fucking chimp like this go in like this is our target. This is our target immediately. He has it's a 6-second cooldown, but she's in our face. She needs to die. Unlucky. And again, what's wrong with this bubble?
The bubble was because I was low.
You were not that low, buddy. I'm
No,
gonna be real.
If you want to rewind, I was lower. I just got immediately healed as I placed the bubble.
Hence why you don't place the bubble, because we can immediately heal you.
I
Just play
have no
angles.
faith.
That's not gonna work. No. What? We should have no faith in you, not the other way around.
Shitty didn't have health. You've had all your armor this whole time.
Okay, maybe I'm just
You're
wrong.
schizophrenic.
Maybe I have something wrong with my brain.
Brother,
you're-
like right
you're
now,
playing
imagine
Fang.
the short jump in here with the bubble where your freaking Reaper can follow up, your Sojourn can get up here or up here still. Like,
Don't worry, I'm
brother.
pretty sure I short jump into the enemy team without my bubble.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
You
you
die.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
There I go. There I
okay. Actually, why isn't this bad?
Because I'm on high ground and they can't do anything to me.
You're on high ground. You've used your cooldown to get up here, right? You're pressuring them back, and you're just waiting for your ones to get up here, and you take the space. Not bad, right? Thank God it would have been bad if you just did this in here. Not that
much.
bad.
Like usual.
But now we have angles. Now, Bomber,
Runs-
you need to try to get angles. Expert, you need to get the fuck off of low ground and up here now. You can use this, right? And throw your E somewhere at this point. When the engage starts, and then obviously, oh god, oh no, he wraithed.
Uh-oh.
He
Well, he
wraithed
was
in.
telling that he
Yeah.
said Winton.
Yeah, which is understandable in that sense because
Yes,
but
you- You don't need a wraith for it. Just walk.
I actually don't know. I think he thought Val was going in more.
Honestly, he has Val there just in case it gets bad.
That wasn't terrible. I mean, nobody on their team is going to end onto him, but yeah, be high ground.
Especially when Winston dies there.
So yeah, Winston dies,
I'm
going
just-
to take space. Let's see what happens.
Bro, they
Obviously,
take
Expert,
away my objective time.
Expert should be here, and then once the rotation comes up for here, she can at this point. But honestly, being up here most of the time, and then really depending on whether they're here or here, you can just rotate like this, right? So you're safe most of the time. I don't think you need to be up here. If our Sojourn's up here, what's wrong with Sojourn being up here? So what's wrong with Sojourn being up here? What's dangerous about this?
Because the Reaper is up there and the Reaper's gonna win the 1v1.
Well, if the Reaper wasn't here, even.
Oh, well, then they're just gonna int onto her. Oh,
Yeah.
we're cracked again.
Yeah.
Plus,
So
plus
I
if she
would.
does slide out. She just gets dove. by, like, a
Well,
lot.
so obviously, if she slides down, and if she slides here,
You could
it's
also
probably
play
not far
Sojourn like
enough.
Proper though, where Proper just slide into the enemy team and kills 3. So I don't know.
Yeah. So hers. Yeah, I don't think she could do that yet.
Well, I don't know.
I don't think I can either, honestly.
Well, that's why, yeah.
So
either
we
you play Sojourn like Reaper or play Sojourn like Widow. Right now, you're
I
playing
like
like
Widow. I like Widow
then
idea.
take angles and play high ground like Widow.
Okay.
This
I
is
will.
This is
That's
probably
actually what
the best
Edison
place.
was doing a lot.
Yeah, Edison was playing back and calculated while Proper was playing it like it was Tracer, and then in the end, the
yeah.
calculation worked more because his team was playing around it better.
Yeah.
Which, in theory, we should be playing around, a team better. While Proper was like, I'm just gonna carry the lobby, which he did for like 4 maps. So
Oh God, what the fuck? Okay.
If
honestly,
only
it'd
they
be
didn't
good to
have a
watch
mic
that back.
game.
Watch Edison's POV if you and watch back that fucking match. That shit is crazy.
Where can you find those
Awesome.
replays, by the way?
I don't think you can. And I thought that because you used to find them in the launcher, but then they got rid of that. So
Well,
I
that's
don't
why.
know.
That's why it's making me mad. I need it. That's literally.
I wish I.
I need it.
I don't know. They're probably gonna upload POVs for a lot of people for some of the maps on the actual Overwatch the YouTube, but I don't know. I actually don't know where you find the VODs
Because
anymore.
because trying to learn this shit
Yeah.
while watching
No, I know.
Overwatch League YouTube has been a pain in my ass.
I
like,
will give it a
Impossible.
quick
So
sniff
I
right
need to
now.
know. I need to know where to find those things.
I think you can find some of it on just the league YouTube, but like actual POVs. Maybe let me see if they're up yet. If there's any. Nope, it's just the actual VOD. Go.
Go.
Okay. Beat.
Remember, they have to go back into the replay, and then do the recording of all the POVs. I'd give it like a week.
Okay, yay, that was our offense. Defense really quickly. Now, obviously, this is a neutral fight. Try to speed on this a little bit, right? You should know the answer. Val, what's the call? What are you looking for? Start of the fight.
Speed onto them. What is it? Progressive overload? No, that's passive income. No, I'm close.
Oh my god.
How many honestly? You?
Passive advantage.
Passive
Thank
advantage.
you.
Thank you.
Look for your passive advantages. Your setup, wherever you guys, and again, right?
Winston
This
Overwatch.
this doesn't allow Val to be like, okay, expert, stand here for me, please. Okay, Cordell, you just stand here. Hey, Apostle, can you stand like here for me, please? Yeah, that stops that from happening. Let's see. I told Val I don't like his positioning here. Very very bad, right? We have these two split. Val can just stand here.
I think he gives him too much space.
Yeah, I mean, this is just nothing we can do with this. I mean,
Yeah.
this allows us to push this high ground, allows to stop the chokes from here and here. Maybe if we just want to walk a little bit here, we can stop this. So this is the best positioning.
Play Winston like Reinhardt.
Yeah, no, I absolutely, like, seriously,
Yep.
a little bit like that. God, the frames. So Bomber, good positioning on the side here. That's perfectly okay. Great job, Expert. So Expert, what are you looking to do with your E here? If we, no. So let's say
split
we're
or damage or zone. I don't know. If Val is there, then probably send it to choke so they can't just run at us and they're stuck there.
So let's say their tanks or in their Reaper push this way if we're in obviously the correct spot.
I think she ate it, honestly. I sent
That's
it
fine.
too quickly.
That's fine. But let's say that they go here, right? Then you're just going to be placing it right there.
So put it where they want to go so they can't go there.
Yeah. So like this is going to zone out the tank and then the Reaper, right? Right,
Yeah.
from their healing, right? So they can't just walk in for free. We can get a bubble behind and we just ape them.
Yeah, I think when we see a diva, we just use that like more defensively than anything.
So
Well,
you want me
that's-
to wait? One question. Wait. So when they walk in, I wait for the tank and the Reaper to go first, and then I do it so the supports can't follow.
If that's yes, I mean that's an option, right? But let's say they go full dive our backline. What do you use
Put it
it
where
for?
our backline is, so
for
they
peel.
land in it.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Does that make sense?
Passive peel.
Passive peel, zoning, or for yourself, if you, right? So you have three options there to look for. Stop frames. So yeah, now we're just using cooldowns right. Anyway,
I'm still doing funny things there.
so it's fine, right? It's fine until you have to, like, you can literally stay here all day,
Mm-hmm.
all day until they force you out. There's no problem with that, right? Because let's say this is a monkey, right? As soon as you dove into your team like this, their monkey should have just absolutely jumped onto this, bubbled, and killed you.
Yeah.
All right, so you have to be very, very careful, especially who you TP to, right?
Yeah,
so it shouldn't be
the
him. It should probably be
Soldier
him.
was
so
kind
you're
of just running at me during this, so I had to back up.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just who you're TPing. Really shitty spot.
I'm not your friend in this call, Bomber.
Yeah, I know.
And yeah, so a lot of just walking, forcing cooldowns, getting that passive advantage. Sweet Zuzu, but yeah, this bubble not very effective, right? So here we could have jumped a little further.
They
That's
are
fine.
already gone.
Just jump here.
You're not
bubble.
1 HP. Stop
It's 'cause
saying
you
that.
just unit healed me, but I was
Go
when I dropped my
back. No, you
bubble.
weren't. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. Lies.
So an early Suzu probably here, right, Brett? Like this
So I
is
keep my armor.
yeah. So we have Suzu here, probably a second before here. So we get full HP. We Suzu now, right? So this allows you to push,
Yeah.
right? And then this is where you get a short jump with a bubble, right? And then this allows Apostle to take this angle
Wait,
to
did my
shoot
Suzu
anyone
get
he
eaten
wants.
here?
I don't know. It
It
doesn't.
might have.
It might have. Can you watch POV real quick? I don't know. I'm sure I threw it.
Okay, so I'm worried that within
Unless
the
I
5
didn't.
seconds that I just rewind back, that you had it from the position I had you at from now. So it doesn't look like you used it.
No, I didn't.
Used
Oh,
it
you just used it
You-
when he was critical.
when I was critical and I bubbled and you guys were low.
Bruh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but now we know exactly what to do here, right? So we know this is the perfect opportunity for you to jump in, zone these people off, and just murder them. Allows your team to play bubbles. Kira can get up here with a flank or whatever, just push in. Sojourn obviously has a good flank back here. You're playing a really good job, but at this point, I think you can come back here, get a better angle, push up a little bit if you really wanted to. I think you're okay at this point to do that. Just be careful you don't get one shot by Sojourn. That's another thing. Again, it's a lot like Widow. Don't want to be if you're not shooting this person. Don't go into the LOS of that person. Smart. Right? So if you would just stay here then, right? Or come here and then shoot this and then use this to block her off. Woo. Okay, so use your Widow knowledge to help you out and not get one shot. That person that you're not doing. God. Who's our target? Whoa. Reaper there.
Oh, usage.
So again, Val, what are you doing now? What are you calling out for?
I already forgot the name. God damn it.
This is why.
Passive advantage.
Passive advantage.
Here's the
Let me
thing.
write this.
Passive
shit down.
income.
Okay,
need
like
any of
here's the thing, right? I try to not like rush through VODs to things because I think you guys understand it. But when I ask questions like this and you just
Mm-hmm.
get the answer, I have to go every fucking
Passive
fight.
income.
Like,
I
yeah.
need paper.
We could-
This is
I
what
mean,
that
So-
we
is.
could-
A piece of
why don't we
paper,
call
please.
it passive income so his brain, works?
I mean, okay.
I remember it's passive advantage.
Okay, now a few things that are absolutely wrong with this picture. Bomber, I guess I'll give you a pass because you're on an angle. Okay. Coral, I'll give you an okay because I mean you're Lucio. You're okay being here.
Yes.
Val,
Yes.
I mean you're in this right spot. Now
I'm too low to push anywhere.
well, yeah, no. So obviously I want you here. This is where your spot is. It's okay.
Where's
it's
Apostle
fine.
going right now?
Yeah, so Apostle is
TPing.
TPing over
Being high
here.
ground.
I am confused, and Bear is here.
They need to reverse their spots.
In her defense, she is right click. She's looking for an early pick.
But why is
She-
my
it's
Reaper
very-
It's
going to where
not.
Bear should
It's
be?
not here.
You could
My
get
Reaper
early
is going
pick
where
from
Bear
You
should
can,
be.
you can, yeah, you can get early picks from here.
Just let it play. She's yelling at me. Oh my
from over
God,
here.
what even is this? I don't need paper anymore. You're too late. Leave me alone.
Wait, wasn't she not here the whole time? Oh no,
What?
was she not here the whole time?
No, she was. I was.
I
relaying-
kill the Lucio in that spot. It's
Oh my
actually a
God.
really nice shot.
Okay,
And
but
then
your
I move
positioning is
away.
not
I
really
move
nice.
away. I move away eventually. I
I
just
know, I know. I was saying, and the third thing that's here is
I don't know what that says.
We're talking about passive aggression, right?
Oh, we're stacked. I'm not. Passive,
passive
aggression.
aggression, guys.
Passive
I want everyone to say it 4 times. Just say
Passive
it.
advantage.
Everybody say it 4 times.
Say
Say it 4 times, please. Everybody, just now.
I'm
Just
not
go
saying
for it.
it. I know it. I'm
Say it
not
like a
done.
cult chant.
Passive
I don't know.
advantage.
Listen, I have it
Jesus
written down.
Passive
Christ.
I wrote it down 4
Passive
times.
advantage.
I'm gonna fucking run into a wall. Go.
I'll join you.
Like we're still stacked. I don't know what's happening here. Like our positioning.
Oh, a shot through the statue. Oh my god, I did
Wow, you're
it! I
so
told you I
good.
would do it.
Dude,
You're
look at
so
Apostle.
good.
What is he doing?
Existing, fighting his demons.
Okay, so next scrim though, Val, I need you to scream Jack or Apostle if they're on the Reaper, just stick on your ass, and you need to frantically look to see if he's on your ass before the fight, or
It's
just
crazy that they both do
honestly,
that.
or just in position wise, like he should be with you the entire time.
Add minimap to Overwatch, please.
There's like it's like a 95% chance, or like there's 95% of the time he's with you. Right?
Add
There might be a
minimap.
5% chance where he's not.
More visual clutter.
I'm sorry.
Yes. Put a
But yeah,
minimap over
they
the
need to be next to you, and it makes me very angry that. Continuing, we're a little overextended.
What do you mean? We're up one. If we're
Yeah,
up one, there's no such thing as overextended.
Here's the
Okay,
thing.
I'll be real. There definitely is.
Could be
That
wrong.
definitely is. Because here's the
You could be
thing:
in this
you guys are
spot.
here. You guys are here, and they're like, "Oh, we gotta kill Val. You're here," and you would jump this.
I would, and I would.
And that's a bad
We're
thing.
up one. Man is
You would
he's
die.
This is their spawn.
One AFK. Who gives a fuck?
I
Bro,
do
it's
because they
Diva.
can
They have
easily
you
just
just
run
die.
away and then get you fucked.
Or Diva just turns on
You
and
took.
kills
We
you 'cause
already
it's
took this
Diva.
advantage. We already took it. Okay, we're fine. We're
Yes,
wasting
Tell Val
time
that he is wrong. It makes me happy.
because he is wrong.
He's laying on the floor. They have one.
Stop
he's
giving
gonna
him
be
more
laying on the
alt
floor.
charge.
This is peanut brain over here.
Peanut brain
No.
Val.
Shut the hell up.
Holy, don't do this, right? Just set
Do-
up. Set up, get your passive advantage in
less-
other ways, right?
Less feeding.
The more you use just absolutely fuck these guys with their cooldowns early, and they just walk for free, I already know.
Then
I already
he
told
went
you
to
Hey,
the
this.
get
funny
top left
spot,
again. Oh yeah.
and then he gets dove by the diva.
Okay, for a second I thought
You
you
should-
stole,
you
and I was
should
gonna
die,
scream.
right?
And then I'm pretty sure I'm forced to TP to him because he walks into the stairwell. Oh no, he
I
jumps
don't.
back. he
Dude,
jumps
I
back.
okay. Like for
At
real
one
talk,
time he
like
did.
can we pause it? Can we pause it? I don't know why you guys think I'm bad at this game.
You
I
are.
have been significantly higher than everybody on this team.
Here's the thing.
And I get mad at
I'm
ego.
not
What
gonna.
the fuck is happening?
Here's the thing. Here's Val. You're high level because you have good mechanics, okay? And the thing is, you're just all W, which isn't bad.
It's just not this comp.
But in comp, you're allowed to
comp
do
is
that.
all W. This comp
No,
is
no, 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 no,
No.
not the competition. In like competitive play, you being that overly aggressive can work because it's comp play, right? You don't play kind of like scrims in competitive play. You can absolutely in comp, and they die here. Yes, you would continue to absolutely shit on these guys because they don't have comps, right? They probably don't have that much comps. I'm not gonna lie. But in scrims, in matches, and tournaments, that is feeding. You do not do that, right? So you take those advantages there, right? That's why you're 4.2, and it's great to have that mindset. But you need to just use your brain in scrims and in matches and in tournaments. There's a difference, right? There's absolutely a difference.
That is why I asked.
So
Val
here-
to queue with me.
So here, okay, we don't go after the diva. Expert, what do you do when you're getting dove?
Slide away. Oh, I'm sorry.
Diva.
What? Oh, leave.
Where are you leaving to?
Like where
Around.
Bomber is. Or I can go to the other high ground because then she can't make the jump.
True. Yeah. Come over here.
Wow.
Come over here and just be like, just say Omega lol and just start shooting her.
Okay.
Critical thinking
Right? Getting your
activated.
railgun and then just boom. Right? You get your railgun and then boom.
Neurons activated.
Val and Apostle, what do
Where do we
you
walk
guys
in?
do?
Hey, what I do is I walk in. I ape here.
You
This is what
just
I'm great at.
Walk
That
into this
Lucio is
motherfucker.
mine, bro. Look
Reaper.
at me. I am foaming at the mouth. That Lucio knows I'm foaming at the mouth. to kill him.
Yep. Yep. And then you
Dude, I'm
jump
barking up a storm.
in. You jump in and then you do one of your cooldowns. It's
I don't even
called.
need to jump in. I can just
Well,
walk.
no. It's called. Well, yes, you're walking
Bubble.
in, but it's called bubble, right? You use bubble to then zone away from the Reaper so he doesn't one shot you.
Jump up
Also
and
making
punch him
so
in
the
the-
Lucio just
Right?
insta dies.
And guess what? And the pop to you, and then Bomber is over here,
Yep, I walk through hotel and then I just go boop boop boop.
and then you shoot this guy,
jump on.
and then you come up and shoot this guy,
He did
and
the
then look
flip
at
into
like
the
this guy's
sky.
over here in an expert safe, and then Lucio with
And then
you.
we
I'm in
lose
the
Flipper.
air.
And then, oh my god, and then Portal can do a lot of things, like come over here and boop them towards you to make your life easier, or like boop the Sojourn in a way that Bomber and him can just absolutely solo this motherfucker. Like, oh my god, we have options this way.
Yes.
Crazy,
Yes.
right? Wow.
Wow.
And again, Suzu, why is that bad? It was... Suzu shouldn't even be used that way. Okay. This is okay to extend the lead. Now we back up. We back up, and I was saying
I touched spawn doors.
that was saying what? It's not like we said it.
Passive advantage.
Yes.
I was
Okay.
yelling at my
Excuse me.
dog. Sorry, he's barking at me.
Yell
The
at
dog
your dog.
barking.
The Stinky.
The dog is a
Yes,
stinky
stinky
dog.
dog.
So again, this
Stinky
positioning is
fellow.
just bad. Like this positioning is bad. I don't like it. Coral can be here to help bear
Does Bomber
this,
die
this,
here?
this. I would hope he does.
I
Good.
think I did.
Good.
But yeah, that's just
Broken
broken.
hero.
That is so far. That's probably max range.
I'm doing what you told me.
Yes, but not over here. Over here, numbnut.
I saw someone do it in Overwatch League.
No,
I'll
if
do
you
it.
go up like on the little
It's not bad, but I don't
awning
like it.
above hotel, you can climb up there and you can see literally everything. No, the one above hotel. Nope, that's not hotel. That's the theater. Yeah, like if you come, you can literally see spawn. You can see that high ground. You can see where they're like stacking, and then you just like run and grab the mini if you need to.
I
So
don't
the
like
problem,
that spot,
so the
though.
so the problem is if they're walking and they see you, bad. You don't really kind of want to like let this side.
Who's gonna kill him? The Reaper?
No, it's not the point that they're gonna get
Sojourn.
killed. It's the point that everyone sees that he's on the side,
Yes.
right? You don't want to let them know that he's on the side through the choke, right? Or because they're either looking this way, especially if you're like on this side, or just looking at you, right? They're gonna be like looking at you, looking at
makes
you,
the off
and they'll
angle less valuable. And
Yes.
if he's inside of hotel, they walk forward and he can get shots out before they acknowledge him and he can get a pick potentially. When he's immediately within view, he doesn't really get the value that he has of playing an off angle, right? You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Go where I'm change Maryland's stop talking.
real.
I love it.
So Val, we obviously know this. Silly.
Where'd the bubble go?
I
Bubble
thought they were
went
gonna
into-
fight me. They just ran away.
Almost dead.
So I mean,
Yeah.
Extra's doing really good with angles, but drops off because yeah, it's fine.
Kind of had to in that
Yeah,
situation.
that
'cause I
situation.
got picked and kind of just regrouped.
I'm just pocketing bear.
Real.
True. Real and true. Gaming. Portal guy, are you leaving after
Well, yes.
For what?
after the VOD?
Oh yeah, I can't play. I'm not on at home.
Yeah, I know. I'm
I
just
can talk
asking, are you staying
briefly.
around? Okay.
I might be. Val, what's the line? What's the funny?
Oh, passive advantage.
Not.
Look
Yeah.
at the screen.
So,
I
oh,
just-
look at it. We're almost there. Almost there. We have yeah. Also,
Wow,
should
dude,
be
our support
here.
players never taking passive advantage. They
Well,
are
he
so
is.
bad.
Bar's
Oh
going for
my
it.
God.
Coral is just in
Why?
Africa currently.
They never
Um,
heal me. They never go in.
Lies. I'm
So-
being tarnished.
Correct. Question mark.
I think I move in a second. I think I'm just.
You do
going.
move, but
Also
I don't know
should
why
never
you're
be there in any situation ever.
No. Here's the thing.
Mhm.
I
You're
mean, I'm
gaming.
sorry, Apostle, if you look at this, but you are clearly taking drugs, and I need you to stop looking at the imaginary person you're shooting
Yeah, I
at.
think he literally is.
Um,
He's fighting demons.
yeah, I mean, yeah, literally. I don't, you looking,
I think I turned my brain off. I was like, "Ooh, Lucio can wall ride," so then I was doing that,
I can
and
see
then
that.
I think I'm like, "Oh, okay, right, my bad." And
Yeah,
I played
Coral,
I think
like,
I don't know. I think because I have beat and they have blossom, and I'm afraid, so I don't want to sit in their team. I want to sit like a little further back, because I'm
He
assuming
is
they're going to
simply
walk.
afraid.
I
I mean,
think
to be
my
honest,
reasoning
dude,
isn't bad, but I
dude,
should be just left
oh.
side there. No, I know.
Or just
But
like,
nobody else is there right now, so I'm like,
Hey,
I don't
I'm
know.
right
I'm
there,
not playing
bro.
there.
Dude,
Only
I will
you,
always
where's my
be there
Reaper?
if I
here's the
see
thing. Here's the thing. What should happen, right? Is this Reaper,
My
him,
Reaper should be
and then
there, and
you
then
just
I-
hide.
then
You
I'm there.
hide here, right? You be like blah blah blah, and then you like blah. You come out, and then you like beat.
Blah. Can you make
No,
the
no,
sound effect
that's my
mid
bad.
scrim for me?
Me?
I think I move in. I think I move eventually,
go
but I think we're just
there,
in a bad
quick.
place.
So I already kind of went over this with Val's bubbling.
Look on there. It's okay.
I don't know. Be careful about pushing inside. We are
I'm pretty
up.
sure we die
Just be a
here.
little. Just
No,
be a
I
little
kill
careful.
everybody here.
That's what I wanted to
I
be
get-
careful.
They have Blossom.
They
and
have
the support's
die.
high.
Hey, not on me.
Yes.
I don't know how to
What do you
kill.
mean?
Hey, watch my PV. I fuck shit up in there.
That's why I was playing back, and then I went in, and then it instantly died frame one. That's because we were. I think we called to it, engaging
So
whenever we
here
were ready or
we
something.
decide to do feeding
Oh, I troll.
things.
This is a troll
Val does
moment.
some
So this
feeding
is a good call.
things.
I said don't do this.
We do
and
some
we did
feeding
it.
things. Yeah, a little bit of feeding.
It was only so in my
things.
defense, I called, hey, can we go for this? And then I heard like two people say yes, and then Val said no, and then I didn't hear the Val, so I just went. I didn't
So
know
we can
how many
take
people were-
advantage of this.
Yes, we can. And you see
How
me
do
go,
we
I
take advantage of this? Remember,
Jump on Reaper guy.
the fight
Hey.
is going to be here, or should be here, so we really don't need a position of this fall.
We talked about this. We were in the same position, but we didn't overextend this bad.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's still pretty bad, the thing we did. So we can take advantage of this because we already know we can see that. That's at the beginning of the spawn. So we are up, and we see this guy. What should we do, team?
Kill
Hold
him.
W.
Well, obviously, first we need to clear our fucking angles, right? Because we need to take our own angles.
soldier.
So we
Wait,
need
wait,
to. Yeah,
What's
no,
your soldier
in
doing?
Africa, literally, I don't know.
Kidding,
I do not
guess.
know.
Coming
But
out of
yeah, this
spawn.
guy's feeding. Val, Kiriko, whatever. I mean, this is a 5% chance where you can probably just TP in with this dive. Bummer.
Yeah.
Right. Push him out. Right. Get him out of here. This is our space, and we clear space.
Wait, can they
Okay.
give Zen the TP
We-
instead?
For real.
I don't know, but we clear this out. Okay. Blah blah blah. He's not here. He's forced to back out. Now we have to take what? Val?
Passive advantage.
Take our passive advantages. Yes. So
Angles.
our lucky core with our speed, our Reaper, and our monkey go this way. Where does Expert want to play?
I got that right there. Oh, yeah.
Alright, so she
Yes.
walks this way and clearing out that angle. Bomber, you have a bit of options. I would like you to come up this way and maybe clear this out
Yeah.
really quickly, and then just come back with your team.
Mm-hmm.
There's really not a good off angle you can take. But just all the way around here. Please do not do that, and I repeat, do not do that. So this is one of the times where I don't think you can really get that aggressive angle. All right, so you just stay with your team. We look to brawl. We look to Suzu early with our team, and we go in. Yeah, cool.
Yes.
So that's what we're currently to kind of do. Now, I don't know what happens. Can anyone take a guess on what happens?
I kill everybody on the team.
I don't think you kill anybody on the team.
Freeze all our cooldowns.
Oh, yeah. I
No.
don't give a fuck.
Where you going, bud?
What did we not
Okay,
clear out
in my
yet?
brain, I realized they Kasune ulted, and I didn't think we would back up. So I jumped in there knowing I had primal, so they would all look at me, and you guys would die. Which they did all look at me, but you guys died anyways.
Okay, now.
Because you're gone.
So remember what I said, right? This comp is either full in or full out. What determines if we're full in or we're full out?
Me.
They Kitsune rush.
No.
Passive advantage.
Well, yes. I mean, those all happen, but this is where Cordal comes in with the clutch ult,
Yes.
right? With the ult tracking. We have nothing to engage with this fight. Okay? If he's ult tracking, we know they have beats. We know they have this. So what is our plan here? I'll literally okay. Yeah, what is our
Our plan is to bait out their ults and then run away.
Yes, Val.
Wow.
Yes. This is we play like a pussy here.
Elementary
Absolutely.
school level Overwatch.
We
is
go
real.
here, we're like, yes, we use a little bit of cooldowns. Maybe we use bubble, things like that, right? They use ults, they pop it, we're like, oh shit, we press speed, amp out, we press W, we use Wraith, we use Sojourn Shift, we use Kiriko Shift, and we just go behind here. And then guess what? Then we
re-engage and go.
with our own ults, yes.
Yes.
Okay, how are you guys gonna remember that?
That thing, yeah.
I think
How
it
you-
was like tug of war.
That's exactly what it is. How are you guys gonna remember whether or not we are gonna be full engaging on this fight, all in W, or this fight we need to try to bait these ults and then just back out? How are you guys gonna remember that each fight?
Call it each fight. For real.
It's like, are we like, someone needs to ask, are we full in or are we full out? Right? And that's like, okay, well, quarter, what do they have? Ults do we have? Do we have an advantage on our ults? Could we get into our positioning where we can use that first? If not, that's fine. That's okay. We can be like, okay, this is a full out fight. Use a few cooldowns to try to bait them, and then once you do, boom, the amp speed. So that's quarter. That's when you literally just save your amp speed. Okay, do not amp at all.
Yeah.
Don't amp into speed in. We just walk. Passive walk with your speed.
Bagor your team and just go.
Right? Because as soon as that rush comes in, as soon as that beat is again, amp out, we speed and we leave and be like Omega lol, and then we come back in. Okay.
That's the comp
That's
structure thing.
very yes, obviously.
Well, no,
that's-
I'm just saying.
that's the
it's
comp
our
structure
Speaking
reason
our
why.
current one.
Yeah. It's because like we already lost this because we're already full in. Everyone she fucking pushed. Oh, lol.
I'm playing. I'm like the furthest back right now. I think I'm like, let's leave, maybe. And then Val's like, fuck it, I'm primal.
See,
dead.
this is comp. This was comp.
Real. And comp, I would have killed both sports there. On
Real.
God.
Yeah, because they
Probably.
would suck. But now they
Because
suck a
here's the
little bit
thing:
less.
you would have killed them because literally everyone else would be, and they wouldn't have killed you. Oh my god.
I'm getting like slowed by a Winston right now.
Dude, he is so horny for you. What the fuck?
Then I leave. I live. I say fuck that. Apostle wants to go in. I say no. This is this fight.
Apostle uses his alt here, doesn't he?
Maybe he says I want to go in. I say nope, and then I leave him. I say I don't want to do that.
Oh
Control.
my god. Can we watch this POV for a second?
Yeah, we
Just-
can watch the schizophrenic player on our team here.
What is
on this
that
baby.
melody?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
mid cleanse. Bro, he thought he built different. He thought he would damage through the cleanse.
I don't know, man.
What is that melody?
So now we're staggering ourselves. Okay, so here's another. Okay, so if the fight's lost and you can't get out,
He
what do
simply
we
does not
do?
know.
What do we
Die
do?
on point.
Die on
Bear should die.
point.
Val
If you
should
can get
die.
out,
I
I
if you
should
can get
die.
out.
No, if I can get out, I should get out with all my HP because it's
Yeah,
inferior alts.
yeah.
Bear
But
doesn't matter. Bomber and I should also be able to leave in
Yes,
theory, but I
because
think Bomber
you
comes.
please
Bomber
don't
TP's
stack.
in.
guys, this is like the most basic rule. If we're losing the fight, you die in card. Right? Just
I'm
die.
Lucio. I'm not dying. I'm
Literally
padding my
kill
stats.
yourself.
You should kill yourself.
Hopefully someone doesn't clip that and use it out of context. Oh my God.
I already did. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
I literally already sent it to
Already
you.
did on laptop.
It's already on
Yep.
Twitter. Shit. So now we've used.
I'm still trying to leave.
Oh,
I'm
what
always
did
the one
we
trying to leave.
use to try to save X-Berry here?
All we needed was
Bub-
bubble. Dude, look, her body fall.
Well, first off, she's already dead. Okay, so we used
Both of
bubble.
you used
used-
cooldowns for no reason.
Yeah,
She said she appreciated it.
yeah, we used 2 full cooldowns.
It
Important,
makes me feel
not,
special
just-
on the team.
not just cooldowns, literally key cooldowns to try to save her. And now we're
Hey, I'm not fucked. I get out.
By the way,
yes,
Apostle's
but
playing
this
me
is
for
the
that
time
biggest
where
thing.
like this is exactly what you're like. Yeah, I'm out. Good luck, team.
I
That's
did, I
exactly
literally
what you said.
I'm
Yeah,
telling you guys, good luck, and I leave.
Yeah. I
do
know.
that. I'm doing that actively. I say fuck that. I'm out. See ya.
you're
I
like,
just leave.
good luck.
Am I wrong for that though? Am I wrong?
No.
Not really, but
Never
you
been wrong
know,
in my life.
I don't know. So Val,
I'm
What are you saying at
representing
this
Logic
point?
on Overwatch.
Val, what are we saying?
What are we saying? Passive
What's your
What?
line, buddy?
passive advantage. Passive advantage.
Okay, so
Right.
I'm gonna need everyone to
Look at the
know
note.
this. Okay, please, because we need to take these angles to force out key cooldowns. Right, that's how you win the fight.
No.
Please. But another thing, Cordell, what do you think
Uh-oh. Sorry,
this
you
fight?
cut out.
What do you
Don't
think
keep
about
on
for
me.
this fight? Okay, in the sense of,
What do we have?
Are
What they
we
don't?
are we
Are
all
we? Do
in?
we? Are all out? Yeah, I know. It's fine.
We
We
all
already.
out.
That's what that means. Right
I
now,
know.
we're even,
I need
roughly.
to
Well, not
remember.
anymore.
Right.
We would
So
have been even
are
had
we
we had
all in?
rerolled, but
Yes. Are we all in or are we all out in this fight?
we can be all in. I mean,
Have
they have
reroll.
rerolled and beat, but we have Kitsune and Sojourn. So in theory, if we play it right, we can be all in. But it depends.
I think it's all out first. I think we bait these things out first. Okay, so we go in
Sure.
and then we come out and then we go in back in with Bomber and this. Or again with the one poke all one
Well,
brawl
again, in
alt
theory,
cycle.
we have Blossom here, and then we win. But we also,
Right, but
kill
we don't.
ourselves.
Right, so this fight we don't, right? But in theory, with our one brawl and one poke, so we have this and we have this. We could possibly use alt this to try to get picks first, and then come
Yeah,
in to try to win the fight.
ult early at this point before they use anything. But we're not set up, so it's
Here's the thing: the problem is X-Bear is the only one that should use ults here, right? To
yeah.
try to get a pick. Now, why don't we rush in with their Bomber's ult?
Because
then
we
they're
have
just
no
gonna-
advantage in positioning, and they have
Yeah.
beats, which this negates both. If anything, they just beat our Kitsune, leave, and then they also still have Blossom for re-engage, which is more powerful than original in theory.
Right.
If they have better angles.
So yeah, we just simply passive walk in, bait it, amp out to try to bait these two things at this fight, and then we come back with rush. Okay, so that's
Okay.
the,
So
that's
that
the
means
fight.
we listen to Cordal, because
Yes.
otherwise we lose. Because sometimes when I say things, we don't listen to me, and it hurts me real bad.
I would never not listen to Cordal.
Not true.
Here's
You
the
did
thing,
it.
Colonel. How are you going to calm that? How are you going to calm that out on
They
this
say,
first
hey,
fight?
they have this. Let's not go too hard. Or I'll say something a better phrase, most likely. But right now,
So let's call it
the
bait.
hotel room.
Okay? Let's call it. Let's call out bait. Bait cooldowns.
Let's say
bait
bait out Blossom, or let's try to force speed, and we engage with Kitsune. But that should be a Val call more than anything. Once he knows the ults they have, and then he would call the fight plan.
Let's use this terminology. Bait ults for this fight. Okay.
Sure. I would probably say specifically just like bait B, but yeah.
Yeah. So if you're ult tracking, okay, you're gonna be like, they have this and this. Then Val's like, okay, we need to bait ults, right? So obviously baiting the ones that they have. Okay, cool. Glad we're on the same page now. That's what this comp literally is.
I think we do good trolling.
So we do exactly what we said we don't want.
But now they just think they full out, and then
Yep.
Well,
And then they
there-
beat
okay,
in.
then
we
now
should
they-
get the monkey. We forced beat though because we got him low enough.
Yes,
What
true.
but then they
And then we beat
then
back,
what
which
you
is cool. I mind this.
got my
Okay.
frag out here.
So this is one of those things for one, but I would have liked to think
yeah,
that we
in
weren't
theory,
smart about it, but I think it's
we
just
played it well based on the resources we had, but I think we're still losing because we suck.
Yeah, we still lose.
How do
But-
we lose?
I
We
got
just
my
zoned out
first-
and picked off.
I got my
No,
first
I
off
win
by
these for
Reaper.
us. No way I don't.
Yeah,
No,
you
I
do.
soloed there. I 1v1 the Sojourn. It's okay, and then I die. We win this because we have to invest more ults, but I think it's crazy that Bear didn't ult there. By the way, that's like at any point. That's fine. I don't think we needed to, but
That is my GF right there. God gamer.
Okay, wait.
now we lose the fight because
So
we definitely
who-
should.
What is the construct of this fight? What started?
Construct- Okay,
Passive
hey,
advantage.
well,
Okay.
sure, yeah, stab. But then I'm saying, hey, they have rush. We don't. We have only Sojourn ult. We should bait and then re-engage with Sojourn ult. That would be the calm structure, like engage there, and then I would be like, okay, blah 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 blah. Let's not die. Okay, they have 2 ults. We have 1. They have like a
So-
poke and a brawl, and we have only a poke. Or they have like an
I-
engage. They have 2
I
brawls.
know this. No. I know this. I got yelled at this before. So
Mhm.
what we do is because last time I said, oh, we only have 1 alt. They have 2. Good luck, team. But here's what we do: we make them use an ult or a cooldown, and then we either ult back, or we make them use an ult and a cooldown, and we kite, and then we come back with ults.
Yes,
Here,
that's what we
that's I think in this fight specifically, it's we play in a position where they're likely going to like we play where we are. Maybe honestly, so you sit cart as like a bait kind of thing. You're playing cards. Oh, they see people are points. They're gonna we could and then they'll probably rush engage, and then we just leave. Then we just play back, and then once they use their rush, we re-engage. They only have primal. We re-engage with sojournals. In theory, killing the people until they die. Shoot them till they die.
All right, so the
then
column
that's
structure looks
all.
like this. Okay, we take our passive advantages, getting into spots that we need to be in, our positioning. Okay, Quarrel then is going to be ult tracking, and then based off of those ult tracking, our game plan is either all in, all out, whether we need to bait ults and then come back with our own. That's how the column structure should be looking every single fight, every single time.
Can I have permission to yell at Val if he does bully?
Yeah, you have permission to yell at me for any reason whatsoever, Cordell.
Yay!
Unless it's a dumb one, and then I'll yell at you back.
I don't think I've yelled at you for something that was like the right move. I don't think I've yelled at you for like making the good call.
So like this is good
Unless it was,
positioning, I think. Yeah, this is great positioning.
we're set up well. I'm up a little bit more than I probably should. No, I'm fine. I'm Lucia.
Like, look at this. Look at this great triangle.
Bomber's chilling, bro.
Dude, this is wonderful. I love it.
Bomber wins.
Fair, I think you can probably just use your ult.
Gaming right there.
Okay.
I think you
At
can,
this point, well, it's either they rush. It's either like I said, where we would have called it, and then they use push, and then we disengage and re-engage. But if we don't, then just ult, because right now you're holding it for none. Now you use it because they rush. This is fine. Where's Apostle?
Yeah, like again, like should this be happening here? Or dynamic duo being
Val
this far
jumped
away
in
of
for
each
no
other?
reason, and then also Apostle is super far away. Both of you just did the wrong thing. And one disengaged in response to the Kitsune, which is probably the right move, while Val was like, oh, we ulted, we're going to go in.
Yeah, but
It's-
does
it's-
Val
it's-
really
it's
need
a
to be
bit style.
jumping that far? Let me look. I don't even think he needs to
No.
jump this far. Let me look.
I think we just back out and then disengage, like I said.
Well,
kind
yeah,
of thing,
yeah,
but I don't think.
that should have been a plan, yeah. So as soon as this come out, yeah. So Val's
wins these,
in.
right?
And then I think this has the right idea because you're separating. So this is not bad. So this is good. I like this. Cordell, you might be a little bit out of position at this point because you can't. If you were to speed them out, you're not there. Yeah, and then Val just goes in. Yeah, we're just all in fight plan that we should be all at. I agree. So yeah, we've used all our cooldowns. We have used shift from Reaper. We have used bubble. We have used.
You leave me alone.
We've used Susu or whatever the. Yeah, we've used everything. So we are out of there.
That was Val doing all in,
Holy
me doing all out,
crap.
and then Apostle. That was like I think just Val and Bear kind of playing in, and then it was like a hard split from there. Where
So
it was
we're
like
dead.
they
We're
get through it,
dead.
and do it.
So one more time, last time. What is the call here?
Passive
What is-
advantage.
Then what? Then what?
Take ankles.
Passive advantage is that. Two. What does Gordon do?
I do the ult tracking. At this
And
point, I'm
then
probably going to say
the
they have nothing.
Game plan. Yep, they have game plan, and that means we're what?
All in or all out? At this point,
Yeah,
probably all in because
Yep.
we have
Int.
in theory they have nothing of their main engagements. We're gonna have rush and blossom before they do. So I thought, okay, all in.
So I would say all in is inting. Obviously, inting in the slight term of Val not jumping in, but meaning that we're pressing W, we're walking in. Baiting is when we need to bait certain.
It's engaging with the intent of Well, it's engaging versus not engaging. I guess is actually the difference.
Well, yeah. So like we're engaging a fight, but then like live and then re-engage. But yeah. So inting, baiting, advantage, stuff. Cool. Cool. So we have space. I like this. We have Corporal spots. All right. We have that. Unfortunate that bear is on the low. Not too bad. Okay. Now,
High ground for a while.
yeah, we should be high ground. We're past where bomber can be effective. Yeah, this is just bad engage here.
We don't need to engage.
Right, and again, is the target freaking Kiriko?
Oh my god, lol.
Val, is the target Kiriko here?
If she doesn't have TP, then yes. It's
Never.
debatable.
It's never Kiriko.
Hey,
re-
it's so debatable because when she jumped in with the monkey on the high ground, she should have been the
Yeah,
target.
it
Well, yeah.
depends. That's when she jumped into her team. But look at
She's in the
she's
middle
not-
of her team already. She's just
Look
already
at these
set up in
two.
position.
We could have literally just dropped on these two. You could have just bubbled. They can't get healing. You fuck these two.
Oops. Bad.
Oops.
You see the difference, right? And then guess what? We're not overextending. We get healing, and we have expert help us.
There was
Right?
some
These two
season, I think.
first. These two first, unless right, we try to bait this cooldown out first. That's like number one. These two cooldowns first, right? The only time you would jump in is if she's over here, we're shooting them, right? And she TPs in and Suzu, then the Kiriko is the option here.
Okay.
You see the difference? Okay. That's the time you would go in.
Their Winston jumps high. We should just instantly like, oh, I blew him off, and then that guy should
Yes.
just die. Like
We're
literally.
overextending for these absolutely unkillable targets. And then we die for it.
Bomber.
Don't worry, I'm okay.
Not me. I think that's it. Because my brain is.
We've
Wow.
had
That
enough.
was a long one. I've had enough.
Zoning blossom.
Obviously, Monterino. That should have been
Marina.
long. Okay. So I'm not going to write down notes because we had someone doing all of that for us.
Well, the
How
recording,
wonderful.
yes.